Well, it's over where I live. Hurricane Ian passed. That was the worst fucking hurricane I've ever been hit by. So, I don't live in downtown. I live like in the outskirts. Um, I was on the cusp of a mandatory evacuation zone. I was in between B and C. Um, but they didn't issue an order for me to evacuate. So we stayed here and rode this bitch out. If this thing was supposed to maintain its course, I'm hauling the fuck out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm like actually getting the fuck out. I'm not dealing with that shit. Because that was the worst fucking thing that ever hit me. Like, seriously. I've been through 6 of them. This was my 6th hurricane. This was my 6th hurricane. It fucking sucked. This was the worst hurricane that ever hit me. Because I remember Hurricane Charlie from '04. Like, I was outside because it was safe to be outside. Because down here, I'm one of those people who are like, I think it's safe. If it's safe to go outside, then you can go outside. If it's safe, that is. So I went outside because it was safe enough because we got Category 1 force winds, low in Category 2, which that's not strong enough to pick me up because I'm as light as a feather. It's not strong enough to pick me up. So I'm safe out here. Um, yeah, so over here, 3 trees got decapitated. We just got rid of one of them. And then another hurricane. And then there was flooding um, over in the other part of this area. It was the water was ankle high, and it's really bad. It was really fucking bad. Hey Daniel. Oh, and by the way, from now on, I'm going to start promoting hurricane relief fundraisers on my videos because we got fucking lucky. We got fucking lucky. I don't give a fuck. We got so fucking lucky. It was supposed to hit me direct on. It was supposed to hit Tampa Bay directly. Then it shifted. And then I look at the damage down in Fort Myers, Sanibel Island, and Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte area, which I have friends of mine that live in Port Charlotte, and I haven't checked in on one of them. I'm going to soon. I'm gonna ask him, hey, how you doing? What's going on? But this, I know Bradenton, they're out of power. 31 hours they've been out of power. Because I know people in Bradenton, and they've told me, oh, we're out of power. Power. That sucked. Because I because Ian made landfall in the exact same area as Hurricane Charlie, the Punta Gorda area. That's where Charlie made landfall back in '04. And Charlie was also a Category 4. This was a Category 4, but based on the damage I've seen and based on what I've heard about the winds, that was a 5. That had to have been a Category 5. Yo, what up, unknown? This shit sucked. Like, 6 hurricanes that hit me. 6. Charlie got me in '04. We lost power for a long time, but we got it back. Then, like, about a week later, we got hit by Hurricane Francis. Then we lose power. Then we're recovering. Power gets back, and then we get hit by Gene, and we lose power again. Ivan did not hit us. Ivan's the only hurricane that did not hit us. We just got a shitload of rain from Ivan. That's all that happened. We got a shitload of rain from Ivan. A lot of shit was closed. Then Gene comes by and comes through. Then I go through this time. Oh, yeah, Vegas got hit by a small earthquake. I'll have to check in on one of my friends that lives in Vegas. I'll have to ask him, did y'all get an earthquake? But yeah, you can't avoid a natural disaster no matter where you go. In Europe, you're going to have some. I know the big risk for the UK is a tornado. And over here, it's fucking hurricanes. The whole East Coast, it's hurricanes. The Northeast is straight up just you get snowstorms occasionally in the Northeast. Now, New York got fucking Hurricane Sandy. That Hurricane Sandy gave us some rain because it was so big. We got hit by some of its outer bands. Um, 2017. Then 2016, Hurricane Hermine grazes us. And it wasn't that bad. We lost power for a bit, but we recovered. Then Hurricane Matthew comes by and just dumps a lot of rain on Tampa Bay. Because before, it was supposed to graze the East Coast and then come right back around and hit Florida again. And we missed multiple days of school because I was in 7th grade when that happened. And, well, Monday actually is my 19th birthday. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Monday. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Monday. I really do not know what I'm going to be doing on Monday because, my alma mater plays that day. We play a tough-ass quarterback. I might go to that game because I don't live too far away from the school they're playing. Then we got, then in 2017, Hurricane Harvey hits Texas. I looked at Harvey, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, you get the fuck out of here. You're just a troll. I saw that shit. You get the fuck out of here. You're just a troll. These things, and then Hurricane Irma comes, and I was like, oh shit. Then I see the cone, I'm like, fuck, we're in the cone of shame. We were in the cone of shame. We were gonna get an eye wall. It weakened. We got an eye wall, and then the back end was completely gone. The back end was gone. Irma was so weak when it passed over Florida that it it was actually fucking atrocious. These things suck. I hate these things with a burning passion. But I'm staying in Florida because where the fuck will I go? Plus, the only area I prefer to live in is the South. Yep. I hope Tua is okay. But that's another time. I'm not going to rant on the Tua injury now. It's going to be next week when I'm more able to do it. But I just made this but this is an aftermath of Hurricane Ian. We dodged the biggest bullet we've dodged in 50 years. This was really bad. It was bad. What happened in Port Charlotte was really bad. I can tell you there was a lot of flood water You see, I was doing my research on Hurricane Charlie. Hurricane Ian is currently a Category 1. It's about to slam Charleston, South Carolina. Oh, I'm fine right now, but yeah, it was insane. Hurricane Ian is about to hit Charleston. But this is list 2, which is out to get Florida. Obviously, a lot of Tampa's getting power back. Most of Coastal Bradenton's getting power back. Fort Myers is completely dark. Like, all Fort Myers is completely dark. Obviously, we all know what happened in 1992. Hurricane Andrew came right by. Andrew came right by Florida. We all know what Andrew did. Andrew was one of the worst hurricanes to ever hit Florida. Yo, what up, Dashy? That was really bad. I know. Obviously, we all know what happened in Puerto Rico with Hurricane Fiona. 1998, which was 6 years later with the same list, Hurricane Georges came right by, and it hit South Florida. It hit South Beach in Miami, the Miami area. We all know that year was also the year of Hurricane Mitch, and if not for Hurricane Mitch, Hurricane Georges would have probably been the worst hurricane of that season. Then, Hurricane Keith, which was really bad. Obviously, Iris hit, and it was bad for 01. Then, 02, Lily, and then you have Isidore that year, which Isidore sucked. Fabian also hit. Then 04. Everyone knows about 04. Hurricane Charlie, we all know about Hurricane Charlie. Hurricane Francis, which also was really bad. You have Hurricane Ivan, which slammed the Panhandle, and it the Caymans, which I have family from Cayman Islands, and Hurricane Ivan was like one of the worst hurricanes they've ever gotten. Like, Ivan was really bad. Oh, Ohio's not gonna get really bad remnants. They're just gonna get a lot of rain. All they really get with all people really get up there with her when remnants come by is a lot of rain. Like Ivan, and you did not get Ivan. You did not get remnants of Ivan. Like, remnants of Ivan did not go into Ohio. Like, Ivan was really intense. Obviously, in 1969, you have Hurricane Camille, which Hurricane Camille was the worst hurricane to hit the Panhandle, and then Hurricane Ivan comes by. I'll show y'all. Hurricane Ivan, it slammed Grand Caymans. I can just flat out show y'all an image of Hurricane Ivan, right by Tampa Bay. Because, Ivan was. That was, and I remember Ivan, too. It was, I was 11 months old when Ivan hit Florida, and then because all the models had Ivan hitting Tampa Bay directly. Okay, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all Ivan real quick. Okay, that's Ivan. Okay, that right here is Tampa Bay. Ivan was supposed to hit Tampa Bay as a Category 5 hurricane. This whole entire area was supposed to get absolutely annihilated by Hurricane Ivan. Everyone evacuated and went to the Panhandle because they're like, oh, Ivan's not going to hit the Panhandle. That's literally where Ivan hit. The Panhandle is basically the border of Florida and Alabama. It hit Gulf Shores and Panama City. Like, it was really bad. Like, Ivan was... That was really bad. And in 2 years, I'm going to do, like, a fall stream just mourning all the losses from 2004, which was the worst hurricane season of my life. Because I got hit 3 times in like 48 days. 4 times in 6 weeks, the state of Florida got hit by a hurricane. People wonder why I hate these things. Like, Ivan was rough. Like, Ivan was really, really bad. I know Hurricane Gene was also bad, but then I'll show you I think it was Hurricane Hannah, maybe even Hurricane Ike or Rita. You might have gotten Harvey. Yeah, I even got Panama City and Gulf Shores pretty good. Panama City is in Florida. Yeah, I even absolutely annihilated the Cayman Islands. Like, it annihilated the Caymans. Like, then in 2010 we didn't get anything, but 2016 we have Hurricane Matthew. Hurricane Matthew was just bad. Okay. This was the iconic image from Hurricane Matthew. That is it. That looks like a skull. Like, if you can look at that image, that looks like a skull. That looks like the skull of a hurricane. And, like, it grazed the east coast of Florida. Which got me a lot of rain because, Hurricane Matthew was big enough to where it was able to get Tampa Bay a lot of rain. And then in 2017, we don't talk about Hurricane Irma. Hurricane Irma was just bad. Like, I was in a neighborhood back then, and it was like, the back of it was flooding. Got a lot of flood water. The whole entire, the Greater Antilles were absolutely shredded. The Greater and Lesser Antilles were absolutely shredded. Got into the Bahamas. Obviously, Hurricane Michael in 2018 didn't hit me, but it hit the Panhandle area. It made a Category 5 landfall. Like, it was devastating. Hurricane Michael was devastating. 160-mile-per-hour winds at landfall. It was Harvey. 2015, you might have got Hurricane Joaquin's remnants, because Hurricane Joaquin hit South Carolina. Yeah, but we got quite a bit of rain from Hurricane Michael. Like, it was big enough to where one of its bands were hitting us. And then Hurricane Dorian. Hurricane Dorian got Florida. Now, it wasn't as bad as the Bahamas. Like, we got so lucky. Like, this is Hurricane Dorian. We got lucky. It's right over the Bahamas. We got so damn lucky. We got really lucky with Hurricane Dorian because Dorian was a Category 5 and it made landfall and had 220-mile-per-hour gusts. It had the strongest wind gusts ever recorded in the Atlantic Basin at 220 miles per hour. Like, it was a record-breaking hurricane. We got spared. We got really lucky with Dorian. The Bahamas, however, they are not so lucky. Like, they did not get so lucky. Then 2020, we all know how bad that hurricane season was. It was really active. Hurricane Ada was right by Tampa Bay. It hit Honduras. It hit Nicaragua and Honduras as a Category 4 hurricane. I was like, oh, Ada's not gonna be that bad over here. It's not gonna get here. And then that was a tropical storm at the time, but this was its cone. It got Florida. Ada got Florida pretty badly too. Ada like hit Florida. We got Category 1 winds. Like, it turned into a Category 1 before landfall. And Ada hit and it was near a direct hit on Tampa Bay. Like, we almost got directly impacted by Hurricane Ada. It was really close to a direct hit. That's how bad it was. And we all know about Hurricane Ian and, like Ian. The Glazers of the Buccaneers. Like, the Glazers who own the Bucks, they're donating $1 million to assist relief efforts following Hurricane Ian. Tom Brady's even chipping in donations. Oh yeah, there were a lot of tornadoes on on the east coast of Florida. Okay, so this was before Ian came by. This is after. This is after. Yeah. Damn tornadoes. The East Coast got a bunch of tornadoes. It was bad at Fort Myers. Fort Myers, like, I'll show you Fort Myers. Like, there are no subways in Fort Myers. But there were sharks on the streets in Fort Myers. Like, Okay. Yeah. Fort Myers Beach doesn't even exist. Okay. This was before. This was in Fort Myers. This is the Fort Myers Beach. This is after. This was after. They got a lot of storm surge water. Bad flooding. Like, Fort Myers Beach is leveled. It, like, no longer exists at its free will. Sanibel Island, however, you want to talk about Sanibel? Sanibel Island was just absolutely wrecked. The lighthouse at Sanibel Island was tipped over, and it never got tipped over. There was a camera on that one part. It got tumbled. It got tumbled. There's damage to a causeway. Here's a time lapse. Okay. So, this is the time lapse from the storm surge of Sanibel Island. He fills up, and then shit hits the fan. Really, really quickly. That's how bad it was. Like, now you see why we got spared. Now you see why I say we got spared. We got incredibly lucky. That happened. 200 households apparently did not evacuate. Don't live on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to live in Florida, don't live on the coast. Live more inland. Live on an incline. You'll be fine. You just got to worry about winds. Southwest Florida got absolutely hammered. Fort Myers, Naples, Bonita Springs, Sanibel Island, Cape Coral, Marco Island, and Captiva. They all got hit. Port Charlotte got rocked. Sarasota got rocked. That storm surge was like 8 to 15 feet. Like, it was really bad. There's about to be no more, there's going to be no more Hurricane Ians. There's going to be no storm named Ian now. I'm so lucky. I have never been in an eye wall. I've never been in a really bad eye wall. Like, I have not. A few of my friends, however, they are not so lucky. They've been in eye walls. Like, one of my friends, a few of my friends in the Philippines went through Typhoon Haiyan, Typhoon Kamuri, and Typhoon Mangkhut, and they left after Kamuri because they didn't want to get hit again. They left for the United States, and they left for Oregon. I have no idea where they're at now, but I know they went out to Oregon. One of my friends lives in Port Charlotte, and he got absolutely slammed. That shit sucked. Punta Gorda got absolutely raked. Like, when you're chasing hurricanes, you need to have radar on. You need to go to a safe spot. Like, you can go in the eye wall. You just have to be in a spot where you know for certain it's safe. Like, the second floor of a shelter should be fine if it's on the coast because storm surge, depending on how tall the storm surge is. Like, it was really bad down there. Um, uh, anyways, I'll be back in like a week. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see y'all next time. Also, when I start making videos and making more videos, hurricane relief funds will be posted in the description and the pinned comment. This is bad. Like, it doesn't matter what video I put, I'm gonna promote hurricane relief. I'm going to. It's needed badly down there.